spill.
Okay, it is December 28th. We're here with Mike and Faith. Faith's going to be going in the hive and looking for the queen, looking for signs of brood, general health of the hive. So we'll be watching as she goes.
What is this, Faith?
Top.
Okay.
Telescope top.
You can lay that down right behind it or beside you or whatever, you know, just lay it flat on the ground, because we'll probably be putting other pieces on it. Okay, this is, what is this?
The body.
The inner cover.
The inner
This is an inner cover, okay? It's a screened inner cover.
This was a little smaller.
Oh, that's fine. She should be all right. She'll be okay. Okay, what you want to do is probably, you know, use your hive tool to pry that apart. There you go. And you can lay that down and see the Jack can come over here and once we get this screen top off. And let me see here. Let me help you with it.
Yeah.
Okay. And what is this, Faith?
The
This is just a hive body.
hive body.
And what we're doing, once you take that off, Jack will be able to zoom in on the camera and see what's inside this hive body and why we're doing that. Okay?
Okay.
Got it? There you go. Just lay that down there on top of that. Good. Now this is another inner cover. It's a feeder inner cover, okay? See the bees here, the screen, it protects you. So before we take this off, we'll probably take the bottle and set it down somewhere, and then we probably need to smoke the bees because it's awful cloudy and cool this morning. I mean, it's late January, but the bees, there's no sun and stuff out, so they're gonna be, they might be a little testy and they might not. So
Late December.
Yeah, it's late December.
so go ahead and smoke them through that screen.
Is that, when you take a bottle off, is it gonna spill?
No,
No.
no.
I've never seen one of these.
So just tilt, there you go. Give them some smoke. Let them know you're gonna be coming in their house. See how they picked up? Give them a little more. There you go.
Yeah, the point of that, Faith, is it confuses their communication by pheromones, and it will cause them to start to eat honey to load up, and then they'll get a little slower moving, they'll quiet down.
And see there, that thing's got holes on the bottom where the bees, see how they put propolis oven under here trying to seal it, okay? And that's a feeder jar, it's got syrup in it. So smoke them again before we take this off, to see how some of them are getting a little anxious there to get out. There you go. Now you can pry this off.
Did you hit the entrance?
Hmm?
Did you puff the entrance at all?
Yeah,
Not yet.
you can puff the entrance if you want to also.
Yeah, smoke the entrance where they're going in, Faith.
You see where they're going in?
It's got a screen bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a screen bottom
Smoke it
hive.
everywhere, yeah.
Smoke them up.
Yeah, because they look like they're going to be a little testy this morning. But that's okay. You're in a suit. We've got veils and protection, so if they get real bad, you know, we'll just back out. You might want to start over here, you know, use the sharp end of it. There you go. And usually that crack you hear is the propolis breaking loose from the inner cover or the feeder cover and the hive body. There you go. Okay. Now just ease that cover up. You can put it right down on that top of the box for that hive body. And then I think what you need to do is probably smoke the top of the hive. Look like quite a few bees in this hive, yeah. They might be raising some brood. There you go. That's good. So now what we want to do is remove this closest frame closest to you. You're doing well. And you might want to use this hive tool to pry them up. That's what that hook's there for. See here, you can do like that and grab it with one hand. And then if the bees haven't used propolis too much to seal it down, well then it should come right on out. Okay. No, she's fine.
She's fumbling.
There you go. See all that wax right in here? So you want to be careful when you take that out. It should come on out. There you go. Ease it up. Now what can you tell us about this frame?
There's dark stuff in it.
Yeah, this is a drone frame. See all the bigger sails? See how they're big? Okay, compared to these down in here. And that's for the bees to raise drones. Show Jack that thing. There you go. So in the spring, the queen will come over here and she'll lay in that, and then all these cells will be drone cells. Okay?
Got more on the other side.
Mm-hmm. Both sides.
Drones are the workers. Is that correct?
Well, they're the males.
Yeah.
They'll breed with the queens. And this is what we call the QBI yard, which is our queen yard. So we'll be raising quite a few drones here also, or we might put some hives 2 or 3 miles from here, so the bees will raise a lot of drones. So when our queens bred, there'll be plenty of good drones out of some good hives. So. And what do you see on that one?
Wax.
Just comb, right? So the bees have eaten all the honey, all the brood is hatched off of it. So what you can do with that one is you can just slide it over here now that you've got space in there, okay? And then the next one you can get out fairly easy and just work all the way across. And what we're really doing this morning is we're going to see if we can find the queen, and we're going to see if she's, if they're healthy and they've got brood.
And after they're gone, then these other queens will hatch out. Whichever one hatches out first is going to kill the other. And we've still got one queen in
And you
the hive.
can do this, see? You can get in there and pry it, using your hive tool. So you'll get used to using the hive tool. There you go. See all the propolis right here?
We'll have maybe 25 queens on.
And the bees use that to seal the hive with. What do you see on this one?
Comb.
Empty comb, right? You see any larvae or any eggs or? So
Some
they-
of them are sealed off
Yep.
with honey.
There's a little bit of honey and nectar in it. I don't see, yeah, there's a little bit right here, but that's I would consider that an empty frame. So just shove that over here with this other one. And go to the next one. And usually the frames on the outside this time of the year won't have hardly any bees or hardly any pollen, or they won't have any nectar or honey because the bees have eaten it.
I don't know where it came from, probably the swarm. So anyway, what happened is, now you got a dental queen in there, but last 30 days.
Now this one's gonna have, hopefully a little bit, we're getting closer to what they call the cluster, the winter cluster.
And if she's mating with a docile drone,
Okay? Now what's this one got on it?
so and
Honey.
Your side has got honey. What else?
if you're willing to put up with her,
Comb.
Okay.
I got one hive like that. And I wait for spring.
Now this side, see how they've eaten a lot of the honey and raised probably some brood off of that. It's empty, but this is more typical of what you'll see. And while you're going through this one, you might want to look for the queen. I think she's marked in this hive. She'll be blue. She'll have a blue dot on her thorax.
I don't see it.
Okay.
Come out, but still that's what came out. Right. She eats on one side, the SBD on the other side by the time she gets out. They're used to her and they won't cut her. But it's this hive right here, they will cut her. So what you do is you put that hive up and you start with the smaller hive, several millimeters, and then you find out which one has the queen in it. And then you cut her in.
Looks good.
And then as you put it back together, you have to be sure you get that. So that's probably what I'm gonna do.
That propolis is sticky, isn't it?
Yes.
But the bees use that to seal all their little cracks. They put it on the face of the hive body. They put it on the face of the frames. It doesn't look like it's on there, but it's a real light, thin coating. And it's also kind of an antibiotic for the bees too, for bacteria and viruses and everything else. So it's wonderful. Okay, that one's pretty typical of the other one. Looks like it's got a lot of nectar right there, syrup probably. So that's a good sign. You know, the bees are taking it. Scan for the queen. Okay, I don't see her. We may and may not see the queen today. They're not so bad. They're not as testy as I thought they were. Here, let me show you. See this? You can take the hive tool and go in there and do it like this, see? Okay? Try that on this one. There you go. Just turn the hive tool. Just twist it. There you go. Now you got space there to pick it up. See a little brood. A lot of nectar. That's good.
Let me see this side.
You see the blue dot? See this brood in here? See it? That's young bees fixing to hatch out. And somewhere in here there might be some eggs and larvae. I don't know if you can see them.
I see one.
Okay, good.
Wait.
So the queen's in here.
Yeah.
She's doing her thing.
Yeah, I see it.
That's good. That's good. I would say this hive is doing excellent for this time of the year in the wintertime. So it's warm today. It's supposed to get up into 80 degrees.
Queens start coming out in the spring. You get new queens coming out and the drone up in there. She goes and gets the mating drone. That's the only time we need the drone. Right now we don't need any drones. So there's not many drones around.
And this one's really heavy.
Yeah, it's full of honey.
They take the drones out when it comes winter time. So we don't need you, so it's time to breed the
Both
queens.
sides.
That's gonna feed you all.
That's good. See, the bees are starting to eat a lot of it, uncap it.
And they'll
Good.
send it to you.
Got a little brood coming out, so
So she'll lay 1,500 eggs a day.
she's doing her thing.
3 or 4 times.
Uncle Jack, he's treated this thing 3 or 4 times for mites. So hopefully this hive is pretty well free of mites now, with no drone comb, and hopefully all the bees, the oxalic has killed all the mites on it. Oh yeah. Is that heavy? Not like the other one?
Nope, but on this side there's bees eating.
Okay, good. See here? That's good. And there's some fresh nectar or some syrup Jack's been feeding this hive, so that's a good sign.
Oh, there's a termite right there. Or
That's a hive beetle.
a
See
hive
it?
beetle.
Yeah. And what you want to do is kill them things. Where do you go?
Went down, fell on down the ground.
Well, good. I think I mashed it.
So this hive good enough to take the gloves and the hood off?
Well, she could probably take her gloves off if she wanted to. But you want to take your gloves off?
You'd be all right.
Better get this last frame, and then when she... The bees aren't as testy as I thought they would, but this hive here is not too bad anyway, so... But you never know on days like this. Good. We know the queen's in there, or has been in there, because there's brood and larvae and eggs, so she might have been hiding from us, or she could be in the bottom.
No problem.
So, and there's no drone cells, so the bees, they still know it's winter time. No need for those old drones to be eating all the honey. The breeding season's not here.
Okay.
They pulled a little bit of comb out over here on this side. I don't know if that's new or it looks fairly new. See the new drawn comb? So I imagine some of those new nurse bees that are hatching out are
There's a whole bunch of bees along this wall.
and that queen could be over here somewhere, you know, they're just hard, she's hard to see sometimes.
I see her.
You see her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
She's in
Good.
that corner.
Good, Shay. See if Jack can get a picture.
She has a blue dot right there.
Yep.
Yep.
Good.
Good job.
So ease that frame down in there, try not to mash any of the bees. For sure the queen, you know, you always want to, once you find her, you want to be sure that you don't, you know, do anything to her or mash her. Good. You've done good. Now what you want to do is shove all these frames back over so we can put that one frame or that brood comb in there. And you can, you know, just ease them on over. There you go. So, my observation on this one, the hive is perfect for this time of the year. The queen's in there. She's laid a little bit of brood. There's some eggs, some larvae, and there's plenty of nectar. I didn't look that close for pollen, but I'm sure there's in there if they're raising some brood here and there. So there you go. Good. Excellent. Okay. What we'll do is shove that one in. And see the distance over here is pretty well all the same, you know? And that's 10 frames in there. So now you can put it back together. I think all of us.
Lift that back off for a second. I'll show you something. See how the bees are all clustered right in here? That's where probably where the brood is. So they're gonna stay focused on the brood, keeping it warm and protected. So. Wintertime especially, you look at a box, you'll see if you'll immediately see where the brood is, because all the bees will be clustered around it to keep it warm. There you go.
Good job. Good job.
Yep.
Okay. I'll be trapped in there. Okay, let's center this thing up a little bit. You did well.
Faith, one thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to go along with my little note-taking system here that I write on the top. I'm going to make a record of our inspection today, and then next time I come back, I'll know what to look for, what I should expect to see, and if I don't see it, then I'll do some investigation. Good job, thanks.
You're a beekeeper now.
You're expert.
You did